everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is what, coronavirus week 3 or something like that of where it's really hit hard here. We're going to PetSmart. We got to try to find some flea spray for the yard. I'm going to check out and see how bad this place has been hit. Strange times we're living in. Well, it's good they apparently have plenty of animal food here, so I don't think this place has been hit too bad. I know, like for me trying to order my normal dog food on Sam's Club, it's been a challenge because it's been empty for a while.
Officers are on the scene.
Alright, so if you all watch really carefully that last scene, yes, that was the sheriff's office and that was the neighbor behind my house. Once again, the drama never ends in my life, I swear. So we were back there, my wife was watering some plants. He came up and started putting some plants along the fence line where I had cut down those trees to open up the fence, and so I just kind of went over there, stood there, kind of watched what was going on, and he had a friend with him, mouthed off, said something about, you call yourself a veteran, you know, you're doing all, which I don't know what I'm doing, but, and he says, I served, and I was like, well, good for you, congratulations. So then the wife came over, she started getting mad, saying a few things, and I told her to leave. So, yeah, they got their feelings hurt and called the police again. Nothing was done because nothing happened. Well, you know, this guy's just going to get himself a nuisance charge, or he's going to get harassment charge from me after a while if he keeps this crap up, because I can't even enjoy my backyard in peace without him calling the cops every time we're back there. So, man, tell you what, can't wait to get the garage built and block this asshole's view of my friggin' house. So, what do we got going on here? I spent many years in the stereo competition stuff and that, and tooling around with things, and I've acquired way too much equipment, and you know, right now I just really, you know, I don't need the stuff, one, floating around my house, and then two, you know, I could use the money right about now. So what I'm doing is, as we say in the stereo world, building a test bench. This is a capacitor. Every time you hook up a capacitor, you get a spark like that. Damn, it's gonna scare you every freaking time. Alright, so this is actually out of my old HHR. I had an extra battery in the back to power the system, and then I had this, like I said, this thing here called a capacitor. What it does is, on like really sharp, heavy bass hits, it gives the amp enough voltage to survive, basically, because if you dip down below a certain voltage, they use MOSFETs, which is a metal oxide switching field effect transistor, if you want to be correct, to power. It's the power supply. So basically, if you dip below the voltage, you can fry those MOSFETs. So the capacitors are there to help give supplemental voltage, kind of like on your air conditioner. Maybe you've had a capacitor go out on the air conditioner, and the capacitor's there to give the air conditioner that little boost when it first comes on. So here's my remote turn on. Forgot to put that in. So now the capacitor's charged, we'll get that spark again. See? No big. So basically what I'm doing is I'm selling all this stuff. I just need to get rid of it. So I'm building kind of a test bench to make sure all this stuff works. Man, that is a tiny little... So let me show you this. This was in the HHR, this beast, which is these two boxes here. I have a couple. That Soundstream Picasso is still awesome in this day. I have a 10.0 there. Geez, what do I got here? I think, yeah, that's Roadkill. Look at all this op gauging I got laying there. Two more Phoenix Gold amps here. I have another Soundstream. That's a 10.0, so two 10.0s. The Picasso. Those two Phoenix Gold from another vehicle, and then I have these right here, and I have two car stereos. This one was in the HHR, this one was in like my old Camaro and that, or the Grand Am. As you can see here, the capacitor, it's reading 11.4, 11.5. This battery's not really up to full charge, but it's gonna be enough. I just want to be able to wire up one of these radios and hook these amps up and make sure I still have sound and everything going through them, so that way when I sell them I can honestly say that they work or don't work. So I'm gonna play with this for a little bit. Free air sub. Boom. Oh yeah, man, she's working. How many of my old school buddy friends out there know the kicker comps? Man, these were the things back in the day before you bought them in Walmart. Don't want to get copyright struck. You know, it's already bad enough. My last video got demonetized, probably because I said the word, you know, starts with a C. That's going on right now. The cold stuff. And YouTube sent us a letter or an email stating that due to the ongoing stuff, their workers will be at home and there'll be less people to do manual reviews. Isn't that awesome? They'll demonetize stuff and there's less people to review it. So until until they monetize it back, I took it down. It's private right now because, you know, screw that. They didn't cut me out of damn money. I don't even make a lot off of YouTube, so every freaking view for me counts. I mean, yeah, I feel bad for like a larger channel that gets 100,000 views within an hour. If YouTube does that, demonetize it, they lose a lot of money. So I mean, it hurts either way. With your small channel, every view really counts to make you know, some money on it, and if you're really large, you really get hurt. But all right, I'm gonna continue. I thought it was just kind of funny, free floating thing, but man, look at the setup I got here. Wow. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday I decided it was time to take care of my health and start walking and riding my bike, doing some things. I have to shed this weight. I have to get myself into better health. So yesterday I did a little bike ride and I went for a little bit of a walk. Pretty sore, but I gotta keep it up, man. I gotta keep my health going. Stay around a little bit so I can pester the wife a few extra years, right? So before I go on the walk, I want to show you what I did to the back of the car here, because as I told you, I got the problems with the idiot behind me. So you know what, you might not want to mess around with the guy that has excess stereo equipment laying around and possibly like a huge lithium-ion battery that they're gonna put in their RV that they don't have yet. Oh, so believe it or not, this little amp here is 1,000 watts. It's like 1,100 watts. Quite powerful. I had this in another vehicle at one time, and I had this ported box. So you wouldn't think 112 is very loud, but I promise you, this thing is stupid loud. And I have it powered on a big lithium battery, and I just simply hook it to my cell phone and I can play all kinds of music. So really didn't take much. didn't take much at all for me to get some sound. All you need is a speaker, an amp, and some power, and a way to give input. Like I said, that thing that plugs into my cell phone, it has RCA jacks that plug into the side of the amp. The amp just needs signal and power. So, and then I got power via this big lithium-ion battery that'll more than power that amp for quite a while. So yeah, just have a little bit of fun, just rattle our house a little bit every now and then. So, but man, guys, look at this, man. The weather's coming. This thing never quite. Let me see if I can get that. Anyhow, yeah, weather's coming, man. I gotta go for a walk. Alright guys, you ready to see what's going to get me in a lot of trouble with the wife? I bought something for the RV. But first, let me give you an update on the RV. So you guys know this whole big sickness thing going on is kind of putting a wrench into a lot of people's plans. A lot of things are getting shut down. And yeah, that's kind of impacting us now. Basically, you know, when we went to the show, we talked to the dealer, we talked to the rep. They didn't have what we wanted on site, so they had to build it. Not a big deal. It's going to be built. It's going to be brand new. We're going to be the only ones in it, and it's supposed to get dropped off at the dealer. I reached out to the social marketing people there and said, hey, you know, I do a YouTube channel. This RV is going to be part of our channel. We're going to travel and do some things with it. Seeing how you're building it would really be cool to see it from the ground up, and I could transition to show people, like, here's just a bare frame and then some steps of it being built, and here's the finished product. And they didn't make any promises, but they were able to get me some shots. I got the shots the day it was being built. It should have been on its way, but that's when everything got closed down, and I guess they can't release any products. So now it's just a wait and see. I don't have any idea when the plant's going to open up. I'm not sure if there's anybody in there maybe finishing up a few things, or they're going to try to ship some out. I have no idea at this point. Your guess is as good as mine, and this is my unit, so I don't know. But anyhow, I bought something for the RV. I bought a lot of stuff for it, but I just got something delivered today. With everything going on, a lot of companies now, because they had to close the door, are trying to lure in a lot of like online traffic. So they're giving pretty good deals on some things, and I found a pretty good deal on this. And I'll give you one guess. I'll give you a second. Think of the logo of my channel. Think, what could I possibly have got? That's right, baby. Bunn. Bunns make like the best drip coffee ever. You guys have watched my videos before. You know I have one inside the house. The thing is, it's a glass pot. This one's stainless. It means when we're driving down the road, if this thing falls over something, it won't break. So yeah, Bunn. Usually if you shop for these things, they're price protected. Everybody pretty much, or I believe they're price protected, because every store had them at the same price as like you could buy them on the Bunn store. Some places give free shipping, like this place had free shipping. But they also had like a 20% off, which just made it to where kind of just really wanted to jump on it because of the special. Because I mean, once the doors open, probably not going to see these deals anymore. I mean, it's really bad right now. Everybody's in a fight for survival, and you know, they're doing what they can. So they had like a site-wide thing. It said like unprecedented 20% off or 25% off everything, or 99% of the items. So these they're not terribly expensive, but they're not cheap as far as like coffee makers go. But my wife didn't want to do a Keurig. She doesn't like Keurigs, so I was kind of just going to use like a single serve Keurig, because I have like a couple on the shelf back there. And she wanted to have like the full-on coffee maker, so really excited to have a Bunn for the RV. And the wife's going to strangle me for that. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Hopefully I have a video out Monday. I might try to spend it. Oh man, the wife's off. I think we got to go finish some stuff at the house. But I'm definitely going to get into the Z28. I'm pointing, you can't see it. I'm going to get into Z28, do some data logging. I'm going to pull that valve cover off again. Just figure, why is that one not sealing? I don't get it. I mean, last time both of them weren't sealing. This time the driver's side's dry. For some reason the passenger side just hung up on something. I don't know. We're going to take another look at it, figure out why it's leaking. I still have a little bit of antifreeze coming out. Maybe it's not the head gasket. Maybe not. I just need to take a closer look. Maybe it's leaking from somewhere else. I just really need to take my time and take a close look before I start ripping this engine back apart. So we're going to have some Z28 stuff for you on the next video. We're going to do some data logging. I still have to figure out how to do this. I was going to actually do it on this video, but I plugged in the laptop. I couldn't get it to start recording, so I'm trying to figure out how that works. I've never done this before. These are older cars, so it's not like really plug and play. You kind of have to tell it to do certain things. So Z28 stuff coming up next video, I promise. Hopefully you enjoyed what I put out for you this time. Enough. Leave me a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe. If you're stuck at home and you're shopping on Amazon, do me a favor. Go down to the links down below. Go to my Amazon store. Just click on anything. Or once you go to the Amazon store, you can search and buy anything you want. It adds nothing to your price. And they give me a little commission for directing you there. And it helps me because, man, this car is just like draining my bank account like you wouldn't believe. So please help me out that way. If you want some L to the W merchandise, some Project Z28 shirts, mugs, some stickers and that, jump on the Teespring store. The link's down below. And until then, stay safe, everybody. Keep that social distancing thing. I know probably like 5 years from now, somebody's going to be like, what the hell is he talking about? But I'm not going to mention because YouTube is getting very sensitive about demonetizing anybody that says that word, so we're not going to say it. I had the fight, and I finally get my last video remonetized after I changed the title a little bit so it didn't sound like what's going on. So, again, everybody take care, stay safe, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.